Hello everyone. So I did get out this weekend to Tiger Bay. I got out for a Friday evening hunt, Saturday both morning and night, and also a Sunday morning hunt. In that whole time, I saw absolutely no deer. Squirrels and birds, of course, but absolutely no deer, which was really surprising considering last week in just the one Saturday sit, I saw 4 deer come by. There was something moving around there. Brother-in-law was hunting with me as well this past weekend on all those trips, and he only had a doe go by on Friday night, and Saturday morning a bear followed him into his stand. So, by Saturday evening, I'm just trying to figure out what is going on. Where did the deer go? Because just nothing's moving, and even Sunday seemed like an even better day. Driving out, it was 65 degrees out. The bugs were knocked down. It just seemed like such great weather. Now, one thing to think about is this weather is great for us. We like it. It's cooled off. There's less bugs, no rain. These are things that are for our comfort. Remembering that none of this really changes so much for the deer. There's probably a lot of other things that factor into their movement than, hey, it's a nice day today. They have to survive out here. They don't have shelter on bad days just to get out of the weather and go outside on the good days. So that's one thing to think about. But through this, I was really starting to think, one, did I just blow everything out of there when I moved my stand in and then hunted Saturday? And I find that, hard to believe, like just everything. I could see, busting out a big buck and it not wanting to come around, but all the deer, I just have questions of that. And so after my hunts, it was actually on Sunday, as I was leaving, I ran into one of the forestry guys that were working that weekend. It's with the fire end of forestry, and just started talking about things and not seeing anything. And he told me some of the other forestry guys that worked there at Tiger Bay that were hunting in Tiger Bay. Now these guys know certainly where all the good deer are, all the great spots, because they work through this forest. That's part of their job. And even them, they were skunked, shot no deer, and didn't even see anything movement. No deer moving by them either. So that got me, at least feeling a little bit better about, what I saw, which was nothing, and feeling more comfortable that, things weren't busted out of there. But I really started to think about, what factors are keeping the deer from moving out there, and, not just in one spot, what seems to be in the whole area. And so, there's always these talks of when fronts come and go and different things like that. And I went, and I haven't found it yet, but I'm going to try and track down, some past weather data, and not just cloudiness and temperature, but what I really want to find is ambient pressures or barometric pressures for the days leading up to the days I hunted, both this past weekend and that first opening weekend, and just kind of compare some of these and start watching this, because I've noticed as the weather did look nice this past weekend, I've hunted on days where it's that gloomy overcast, like there's a stationary front just sitting over you and nothing's moving. The birds are quiet, there's no squirrels moving, but when that weather pattern breaks, all of a sudden everything gets up and gets on the go. And I've shot some deer, I've sat all day, and at 11 o'clock, all of a sudden the weather breaks and you can tell the birds move, and then all of a sudden I had a buck come out on me, 11 in the morning after seeing nothing. So I think there's something to do with these weather patterns and how they react. In the last video I talked about these rainstorms and these showers is when it's raining and that rain blows out, you tend to get up a lot of times, just if they've been held up with that. So that's something I'm going to look into. I'll kind of get back to you if I get any data on that. But just want to let you know that if you were out and you didn't see anything moving, and definitely, throw a comment in there. If you were in some other part of the state and you have movement, I'll try and track that down. I'll see if I can look at the barometric pressures for that area as opposed to where we were in Tiger Bay, and see if there's a difference. See if you were seeing a lot of deer movement, in a different part of the state. We'll try and compare that and try and work some of this out, because it'd be great to have that information to be like, stationary fronts coming through, not really the best time to hunt, and kind of make better decisions to hunt an area when the time is right, when you got really good opportunities. We only have so much time to spend hunting. I blocked off that weekend. My wife was watching the kids. That was all taken care of, and to get out there and see nothing, it's almost a waste. But it's nice to be in the woods. But I always say I'd rather at least see something and not shoot anything than see nothing at all. So I don't know when I'm going to be back out to Tiger Bay. I don't even know if I'll make it out there again for any time of the rest of the archery season. I have a permit for archery at Lake Woodruff Wildlife Refuge. I've already been out scouting this summer, kind of looking over the area. It's my first time out there, trying to get a feel for the terrain out there. We've done a lot of Google Earth searching. My initial scoutings, I didn't find much, but I'm gonna put together a video. I just went out the other day on. I really found some great sign. I was kind of surprised to see the sign I saw, but then also it made sense. So look for that video to be coming out real soon. Good luck to everyone out there.